Good morning, Waconia Wildcat hockey fans. The boys have made the journey to Litchfield to take on Litchfield, Basso, Cokato. And bear with us. We got new guest commentary. Mr. Rashavi is going to join me on the mic.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Wildcat Nation.
And our regular cameraman's gone, so we're going to try to do it, the two of us. And we'll do our best to keep up with the clock and all that stuff. So here we go. Wildcats versus Litchfield. Oops, already started, already messed up. Here we go. Getting things started, Benham, Og, and Shimenauer. Defensively, you've got Orth and Janke. Between the pipes is Vasinovich. Here comes Litchfield. Orth keeping it out into the neutral zone, going the other way. Og picks it up. Og tries to find Shimenauer down low, but stick got hit before he could make the pass. Orth slowing things down a little bit. Litchfield skating quickly. Centering look goes way past the Litchfield skater. Janke over to Orth. Orth's got Platt in front of him. He grabs it with his skate. Platt out there with Hillesheim and Finner. Good pass. Finner with the first shot of the day gets saved. Kibler, not Hillesheim. Abernathy Stifter out there defensively now. Abernathy will chase it down. Icing will be the call.
Yeah, so far so good. Looking like we're having some better time in the offensive zone here, which is good. Hopefully we can keep that going and see where things end up.
So we've got Platt taking the drop. He's got Kibler and Finner. Again, Abernathy Stifter with Vasinovich between the pipes. Platt at the drop, and here we go. Kibler back to Abernathy. He's going to fire one. Goes in, blocker save. Kibler into the corner. Goes behind the net. He's got Finner out wide. Tries to find Platt. Abernathy with another shot opportunity. Shot. Saved again. Platt and Kibler into the corner. Now Finner. Finner keeping it down low. Kibler will go after it. And Litchfield able to get out of the threat. Quickly into the neutral zone, but picked up by Finner. Finner skating quickly. Drop past the Platt. He's going to snake in. Going to reach back to Abernathy. Shot gets knocked down by a stick. Back towards Stifter. Stifter gets broken up his route he wanted to go, and Abernathy slows things down. Stifter back behind our net. Litchfield coming in hard. Out to Rashavi, who's able to clear the zone, bounces it up towards Daney. Now Daney going quickly. He's got Hillesheim as well. Tries to earn an opportunity. Rashavi was there. Now Daney again. Looks like Moan and Hoffman out playing defense again together this weekend. Rashavi tries to push it back to the D-man, but no luck. Daney will race back and slow it down. Rashavi now with him and bounces out forward. Hoffman bounces it out of the zone. Litchfield looks like they're changing things up. Going to try a new path through the neutral zone. Daney keeping it in the neutral zone. All the way back towards Moan. Moan, big stretch pass to Hillesheim. Hillesheim goes ahead and throws it down deep. Rashavi off, Hillesheim off, Shimenauer and Og on. Into the middle it goes. Og slowing things down for the moment. Sticks all over the place. All right, and now Moan's going to be able to skate forward. He tries to bounce it up towards Benham. Long series of play with no whistle. Shimenauer behind the net. Bunch of boys laying on the net. Litchfield comes out with it. Moan and Hoffman still out there defensively at the blue line. Litchfield with a big stretch pass that bounces back towards Hoffman. Hoffman pushes it to Benham. Benham, Shimenauer, Og, up towards Og. Og tries to go to Shimenauer. Hoffman, Moan shift done. Janke and Orth back on. Puck's going to come back to the neutral zone where Orth will gather it. Orth sends it down low. Shimenauer will chase. Bounces out. Pretty risky play. The goaltender didn't look too concerned, but we were there quickly. Bounces off of Janke's skating all the way back. Orth will chase it. Orth into the neutral zone. De La Salle picks it up, or Litchfield. Now Platt. Platt almost lost an edge, but getting some speed and momentum. He's got Finner. Platt going coast to coast. Platt centering look, shot, gets deflected. Kibler there as well. I think Platt was probably looking for a pass, but it came off behind the net more as a shot than a pass. Good back check from Platt to keep it from getting any further. Platt cross-ice to Kibler. Kibler goes ahead and dumps it. Finner will chase after it. Janky Orth off. Abernathy Stifter on. Kibler. Kibler tries to go back towards Stifter, but his pass was eaten up. Stifter, Abernathy. Good sweeping stop by Abernathy. Kibler bounces it towards Daney. Daney now going to skate forward with it. Almost deked himself out of the skates there. But Stittering look towards Hill, but just behind them, coming in hard is Rashavi. Out comes Litchfield. Litchfield skating. Abernathy, Stifter. Daney there as well. Gets around Abernathy for the moment, but picked up or knocked down by Hillesheim. And back past Abernathy. Shot and save from Vasenovich. Stifter. Stifter bounces it towards Hillesheim. Hillesheim hitting Stifter, but bounces off his stick into the neutral zone. Stifter just never stops skating, still going forward. He's got Rashavi in the middle, but Stifter's going to come around for a shot opportunity. Deflection off the skate of Litchfield. Back towards Daney into the corner. Stifter's racing off and allow Moan to step on, so it'll be Moan Abernathy currently. Hillesheim back. Step forward through was Abernathy. Allows Hillesheim to skate forward with it, and offsides is the call.
Good look at hockey here so far. I think the Wildcats are doing a really good job of trying to keep bodies in front of the net. They're looking for passes in the slot, and I really like the fact that we're getting the puck to the D this game. This is good stuff.
Benham out there with Og and Shimenauer, Hoffman, and Moan on defense. Litchfield looking to clear their zone into the neutral zone, bounces forward. Back check from Benham, and he's able to save it for the moment. Centering look, eaten up and pushed out of harm's way by Moan, but back to Litchfield. Shot and knocked down. Big save, and then
Great
cleared
save
by Moan. Shot knocked down by Hoffman's skates. Hoffman up towards Shimenauer, not out of the zone yet. And not out of the zone, but back towards Moan with some time to catch his breath. Moan choosing to skate forward with it. Pushing it forward off the boards up towards Shimenauer, who goes ahead and dumps it. Hoffman off, Janky on. Benham slows it down for the moment. Shimenauer racing back, and now it's just Janky and Litchfield, and job well done. Shimenauer's going to pick it up on a line change opportunity. He's going to go quickly. He goes ahead and dumps it. That'll allow for Og and Shimenauer to come off, and Finner and Hillesheim and Kibler to come on. Orth and Janky back defensively on the blue line, while Platt's battling the entire Litchfield team behind the net. Finner, back into the corner we go. Platt hanging out on top of the crease. Centering look just bounces over. Good idea, but a little bit too much on the pass. But any softer, it would have never gotten there. Orth slowing things down. Good team defense. Now Platt, he can race forward. He goes ahead and dumps it. Finner chasing as well as Kibler. Platt off, Daney on. Still with Orth and Janky at the blue line. Back towards Janky. He puts it right back into the fray. Kick to the middle. Finner racing, but could not grab it. Janky stopping it. Finner. Offsides is called. No, it's not. Daney. Daney to Finner. Finner's stick gets stuck. Now Hillesheim. Hillesheim tries to dump it to Daney. Daney lifts the stick, and it goes back into the corner. Centering look. Nobody home. Now Stifter and Abernathy out defensively. Hillesheim's trying to slow things down. He's done so successfully. Litchfield still coming forward with it. Able to toe drag, shot, and save. High stick. High stick. No goal.
Yeah, no goal. That's a high stick for sure. The Wildcats are doing a pretty good job here. I think they really just got to keep focusing on getting those pucks to the net. I like their attention to detail and getting that puck deep. That's something we haven't really seen a ton yet, is that confidence of just dumping it in when you know you have time to do so. So let's see if they continue this.
So here we go. We got Daney, Hillesheim, Rashavi, Hoffman, Moan. Daney at the drop. Comes back to Hoffman. He pushes it down low to Hillesheim, who pushes it to the middle where Daney's at, who flies it over to Moan, who Moan fires. Shot saved. Rishavi battling hard into that corner. Daney there with him. Centers to Hillesheim. Oh, shot, but miss. Daney now comes in behind. Tries for a wraparound, but gets shut down. There's a check, and the Wildcats will be on a power play opportunity.
Hoping to see some movement on this power play and using our D. Get that puck back to the point. We have some really good defensive pairs today, some strength. Let's see them kind of get that to the point and let those defensemen rip that thing towards the net. Hopefully pick up a dirty one here. That'd be nice.
Oh, it'd be lovely. Benham, Schemenauer, Og out there still with Hoffman and Moan. Assuming we're waiting on the clock to figure out the power. There it is. So Wildcats on a power play. Here we go. Litchfield trying to clear it. Ends up Moan stepping forward, eaten up by Schemenauer for the moment. Schemenauer. And it's going to get all the way around towards Og. Og and Schemenauer. Schemenauer. Oh, he wanted to shoot. Shot from Benham. Trickles just wide of the net. Moan will step in. Moan. He's got shimmy. Oh, he didn't see him. Moan to Benham. Shot. Awkward. Dropped. And right into the hands of the goaltender.
Great eyes right there to look towards the middle of the ice there in the slot. They keep doing that. I think things are going to go our way if we just keep working on that slot, getting those pucks in the net.
46 seconds left on the power play still for the Wildcats. Sorry I didn't hit the power play button for us. So much going on here with this camera. Platt. Platt, Finner, Kibler. Platt pushes it towards Orth. Finner. Picked up by Platt. Finner. Finner centering look towards Kibler. Finner again. Right there. Shot cold. And
there it is.
Just battle it in. Finner to Platt. Goal.
Great movement on the blue line. Controlling the puck on the boards there. Just hard work. That's what it's going to take. This is great. That was a great goal.
Boys able to capitalize on a power play opportunity, which is phenomenal. Here we go. Platt again. Finner and Kibler. Platt picks it up. He's got Janke and Orth behind him, but Platt trying to find some space. Goes back to Janke, who tries to go towards Finner. Offside should be the call, but it's not. Orth. Kibler making things difficult in that neutral zone. Platt says, I'll take that. He's got Finner. Platt shot low, gets saved. Kibler bounces out towards Litchfield. Kibler loses his stick. Platt. And here comes Litchfield. Got Orth. Back behind the net. Knocked out in front. Shot opportunity. Knocked out of harm's way by Stifter. Stifter racing forward. Stifter's just got one to beat. He's got Hillesheim going with him. Goes towards Hillesheim. Shot saved. Daney now. Abernathy out there with Stifter on defense for Shabby, Daney, and back towards Daney and Hillesheim. Daney. Back to Abernathy, who fires one awkwardly into the corner. There's Shabby. Here comes Litchfield. Stifter. Daney going to get called for a hooking. Back towards Litchfield. Shot deflected wide. Hillesheim's going to try to touch it, and that should be a whistle. So the Wildcats will be defending a power play.
Would love to see our boys be aggressive in our zone, try to get to that red line and just get this thing deep, get it out of the way.
Starting off this penalty kill will be Stifter, Abernathy, Benham, and Schibbenauer. And we got to figure out the clock again. There we go. Benham. And out it goes. Schibbenauer. Slowed down by Benham again. Offsides is the call.
Great use of the body there by Benham, just standing on the boards, waiting for someone to try to dump it right at his body there.
Benham. Here we go. Benham wins the draw, goes forward with it, and keeps it going forward. Abernathy, Stifter, holding that blue line best possible. Knocked down by Schibbenauer. Schibbenauer up towards Benham, but bounces off his blade and going the other way. Now Shimmy. He wanted to send it, but stupid icing rules in this league couldn't. Abernathy to Stifter. Stifter to Abernathy. Big outlet to Schibbenauer, who pushes it deep into the corner. Benham, Schibbenauer off. Odd Platt on. Abernathy fires it over to Stifter.
Get it to the red line there. There we go.
Stifter goes ahead and dumps it. Ogg will go to it into the corner. Platt now. He'll keep it in the zone. Looks like Moan's coming up. Platt goes over to Moan. Now Moan's got an opportunity and Ogg, but Ogg's options are, threw it in there, but no dice. Hoffman's got to race back. Hoffman picks up the big stretch pass and goes ahead and dumps it. Here comes Litchfield. Litchfield, Moan, gets around Moan for the moment. Shot saved from Vucinovic. Bounced out front. Hoffman keeping it out of harm's way as well as Vucinovic. Moan still battling with it. Trying to get it up towards Finner, unable to clear the zone. Now Hillesheim out there, up and over Hoffman's head. Hoffman hitting it forward, and that'll be an icing. He was hoping for a bit more of a carom there, I think.
That would have been nice. I will say I'm happy to see him be aggressive on the penalty kill. If you're going to be aggressive on a penalty kill like that, you're going to give up some of those chances, but they're doing a good job of boxing these players out and continuing to move that puck north. It's really good.
Daney. Penalty kill was made. Hillesheim shot wide. Now all the way around towards Rishavi. Tries to clear the zone, no luck. Back into the corner goes. Orth out there with Janke and Daney. It's going to come all the way around towards Janke. Janke goes down. Problems. Daney comes back and saves the day. Daney trying to bounce it forward towards Rishavi. Stick gets hit. Litchfield with an opportunity. Saved from Vucinovic. Knocked out of harm's way. Daney pushing it forward now to Rishavi, who bounces it towards Hillesheim, but just a little bit too far in front of him. Back towards Orth. Orth to Rishavi. And it bounces up towards Daney. All the way back we go. Orth will grab it. Orth towards Rishavi. Pass gets intercepted. Litchfield, team of toe drag Central. And our boys are falling for it. Now here's Daney. Going to use some speed to try to get around that angle. Back towards Schibbenauer. Shimmy. Stick gets blocked right before he could release one. Knocked down by Ogg. Kept into the zone. Abernathy Stifter out there. Shot, save right into the stomach of Vucinovic with about 13 seconds left in this period.
Wildcats are doing a good job of letting Vucinovic kind of see the puck as well, which is going really, really well. It's good stops.
There's the drop. Benham out there, along with Stifter Abernathy. That's going to clear the zone, and that should pretty much kill off this period. And it is. So at the end of the first period, it's the Wildcats 1, it's Litchfield 0, and we'll be back with you in 1 minute. All right, welcome back. Period 2. Wildcats 1. Litchfield, Dassel, Cokato 0. Both teams have had their fair share of opportunities in that first period, so anyone's game still. Benham out there at the drop. Here we go. Schimnauer taking it forward. Litchfield coming the other way. Stifter Abernathy back. Benham slowing things down. Schimnauer. Knocked down by Abernathy. Oh, couldn't get some puck luck there. He would have been gone. Schimnauer. Dropped down by Og. Fires. Shot. Save. Schimnauer still in there. Og in there. Schimnauer in there. Benham in there. Schimnauer coming around with an opportunity for wraparound. And goal. Schimnauer wraparound.
A little shove there at the end for not paying attention to his guy.
Well, boys just going to the net. Going to the net. Somehow was able to Schimnauer with just brute strength, powered it past the leg of the goaltender from Litchfield.
But I think that's what we're seeing that's a little bit different right now. We just got our players at the net. They're hungry. This is good. This is going really, really well. Something we haven't seen a ton of.
Here we go. Platt out there now. He's got Kibler, who goes back to Hoffman, who bounces it back to Kibler. Kibler, Platt. Kibler, Platt. Back towards Finner. Shot goes wide. Kibler and Finner back behind the net. Platt almost. Then here comes Litchfield. Platt, good back check. Moan Hoffman just slowing things down. Platt, Hoffman. Litchfield goes down. He's a little slow to get up. Still play on. Moan. Nice move up to Finner, who swings and misses, but got some lucky puck movement. Finner going quickly. Centers over to Kibler, who wasn't quite ready. Shot! Oh! Shot again! Oh! Kibler's rolled up the leg pad of the goaltender, hits the top crossbar, and somehow does not go in. Moan steps and gets beat. Now it's just Hoffman. Hoffman going to try to keep things slowing down, and does so. Shot goes wide. Kept in the zone by Litchfield, but knocked out by Rishavi. Rishavi hits it down. Now it's Hillesheim. He's got all day, but an awkward angle. Shot. Goal. Hillesheim. Rishavi to Hillesheim.
They're giving us time and space, and we're taking it right now. This is awesome.
So 3-0 at the start of this second period. But still a long ways to go. Daney out there with Hillesheim, Rishavi, Janke, Orth now. Orth, sauce pass to Daney, who bounces it forward to Hillesheim. Hillesheim shot and saved. Good movement again by the boys. Janke keeping it in the zone, goes down deep towards Hillesheim. Hillesheim centers, gets tripped, was Rishavi a little bit. Daney. Rishavi. Center, tried to center. Shot. Oh, wow. Just right across the front of the goal. Up and high. Orth just pushes it right back. Rishavi. Now the other way. Janke and Orth back by themselves. Litchfield. Good little hip bump from Orth there. And Janke. Janke bounces it to Orth, who big pass gets eaten up by Litchfield, but now Janke trying to get it out of the zone and is able to into the neutral zone. We got Daney, Schemenauer, Og out there. Looks like Daney's going to try to get to the bench if possible. Schemenauer going to get up quick. Shot. Save. Bounces right up front, but on a line change, nobody was there to try to knock it in.
What a shot by Schemenauer.
And it looks like Og's going to be going to the bench. Or Benham for a tripping. So the Wildcats back on another power play. Kill. Penalty kill.
I knew what you meant, Mike. Let's look for the same type of aggressive nature here on this penalty kill as the last one.
Shimenauer at the drop. He's got Stifter Abernathy back there with him. Shot goes wide. Og out there as well. Plenty of opportunities. Stifter just knocks it down. Another opportunity shot well wide. Hopefully Og can get that out of the zone, and he was able to. Litchfield coming the other way. They go ahead and dump it. Stifter into the corner. Stifter trying to bounce it towards Shimenauer. He didn't know where it was, but he finds his Og. Shot. Goal! Shimenauer to Og.
Shot.
That was really close to an offsides, too, but the official was right on that line.
It was pretty close. You could definitely argue.
And the Wildcats get a shorty, I believe, right?
That is a short-handed goal there, Mike.
I struggle with the power play, the penalty kill, because as a soccer guy, PK means penalty kick. And I'm thinking, okay, that's a goal-scoring opportunity, but PK in hockey is, you're on the defense. So I always struggle, just as a soccer-minded guy.
Makes total sense, buddy. I get it. We get it.
Platt, Kibler, Moen, Hoffman. Still on this penalty kill for another 45 seconds. Platt. Trying to get out of the zone. No dice. It's going to go all the way around. Hoffman will chase it. Hoffman pushes it over towards his next-door neighbor, Platt, who goes over to Moen.
Keep our structure here, boys.
Moen cross-ice pass towards Kibler. Litchfield able to pick it up. Platt, Hoffman, Moen back. Platt steps first. Again, all these little toe drags that the Wildcats are falling for left and right. Platt going to skate quick. Almost got through there. Just hit the front tip. Is that offsides?
I'm not sure exactly. I almost thought he was going to call Platt for something there, but I didn't see. So it must have been offsides.
No, they're calling Platt for something. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're just calling offsides.
Yeah, let's offsides. All right.
So 2 seconds left on this penalty kill. Here comes Litchfield. Hoffman racing into the corner. Hoffman wins it. Bounces it to Hillesheim. Hillesheim cross the ice towards Rashavi. Penalty kill successful. Hoffman keeping it up towards Daney. Daney trying to find Hillesheim in a tight little space. Daney back to Hoffman. Hoffman to Moen. Moen going to skate puck forward. Squeezes through there, trying for a centering look towards Daney. Eventually does find Daney. Daney to Hillesheim. He bounces it forward just a little bit. Moen still going forward. Shot knocked down by the chest of the Litchfield defender. Moen off. Hillesheim keeping it in the zone. Orth, Janke back defensively now. Daney shot to Janke. Good step from Janke. Way to pinch in at the right time. Daney. Now Rashavi. Hillesheim. And Hillesheim's going to go to the box for throwing the De La Salles, or both of them.
I was going to say they gotta pull them both on that. I mean, they're both guilty of it.
So, what do you call that? A common penalty, or what is it called when
they
both
go a matching penalty?
Matching penalties.
Okay. Yep.
So it'll still go 5-on-5. Janke Orth defensively with Bedham, Shimenauer, and Og.
Coach was asking there why it's not 4-on-4, but that's all right. 5-on-5 is just as good.
Yep. Bedham. Puck goes into the offensive zone of the Wildcats, but Litchfield picks it up. The men's going to skate quickly through the neutral zone. Not a lot of control, but just still somehow ended up finding his way all the way behind our net. Battling hard is Orth, but picked up by Shimenauer. Shimenauer's got Og. He gets past the first. Gets a little bit of a hook. Og is there. Center shot. Oh, just not off the stick the way he would have liked it. Awkward pass. Orth playing a little baseball and got in front of it like a shortstop, taking a fast one from a batter. Knocked down back by Schimmenauer again. Into the skates and picked up by Janke, who goes forward towards Benham. Litchfield coming the other way. Janke will give chase. Janke over to Orth. Orth up to Og. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Awkward bounce, but back behind the net where Orth will try again. Orth's going to get past the first. Orth skating the whole way. Orth. Center shot. Og was there for another opportunity. And Litchfield coming the other way. Only Abernathy back. Schimmenauer trying to get back. Abernathy, good stuff. Not out of the zone. Shot goes well wide where Finner will chase it down. And too many men or offsides or something.
Looks like they're calling us for something.
Interference.
Goalie interference, I guess.
That would have had to been well behind the play.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the camera wasn't even looking that direction, so
Og to the box for goalie interference. So the Wildcats on yet another power penalty kill.
Penalty kill.
Thank you. Platt out there. Stifter, Abernathy. Stifter and Abernathy. You're going to be getting sick and tired of these penalty kills they're having to go on. Abernathy skating forward. Was looking for Platt, but wasn't able to find him. Platt's putting himself right in front of the crease, but no one there. Stifter back up high as Litchfield leaving a skater really high. Slowed down by Stifter with another, finally, a toe drag that we were able to read.
Platt trying to pay attention to that now, these toe drags.
Yep. Platt. Shot. Knocked down. Knocked the goalie down, too. Big, long pass. Icing will be the call, and I'll leave the camera here because we're coming all the way back.
Wildcats are doing a great job right now, honestly, with their aggressive penalty kill, as long as they just hold the structure. Don't let too many plays get behind you. This can work out in their favor.
Danny Kibler, Moan Hoffman with 50 seconds left on this PK. Danny eats that one up. Tries to push it towards Kibler, but goes behind him. Kibler pushes it to Hoffman. Hoffman slides it to Moan. Moan back to Kibler. Kibler, let one rip, brother. Shot. And another opportunity. Shot. Not done yet. Danny is going to push it back, but Hoffman had to step back because Litchfield. Hoffman bouncing it forward towards Kibler. It was the right play to go back to the D-man, but he had to step back because
100%.
They had a guy behind him.
100%. Our D played that perfectly.
Yep.
You don't want to be too aggressive in that moment.
Hoffman just playing cat and mouse. Oh, boy. Bounces out towards Kibler. Shot saved. Now Moan. Moan. Big up to Daney. Just out his outstretched stick. Daney. Softly up the boards towards Rashavi. Moan off. Orthon and Janke. Looks like we killed off all those penalties. Back in there for Hillesheim. Shot and goal. I almost thought Hillesheim's went in, but it bounced out, and Benham made sure it went in.
Yeah.
So somewhere between a Hillesheim or a Benham, that was another goal.
Yeah, but that focus just continues to be, if we're going to be behind the net, that puck's going to end up in front of the net. So as long as someone is there, like Benham, like Hillesheim, we're cashing in right now, and it's looking really good.
Here we go. Looks like Benham, Schimmenauer, and Og out there, along with Orth and Janke. Oh, we did have a goalie change. I failed to mention that Cole is now between the pipes. Janke bouncing it around towards Orth, whose pass didn't quite make it back to Janke. Shot, knocked down by Cole. Really the best opportunity Litchfield has had this entire period, but we were able to keep it out of the net for the moment. That'll be on icing, and we'll come all the way back.
That's what I'm curious to see now is when you have a team up 5-0 like the Wildcats are. I mean, we're playing good hockey, but sometimes you can see that structure kind of get away from you because you can feel like you play more loose. I'd like to see them continue to keep that structure, keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, at this point, you're continuing to play for the word that I don't want to say. And then at the same rate, you don't want to turn into hero puck. You don't want to just a bunch of individuals out there. Keep playing the team hockey, and good things will happen. Abernathy with a shot. Goes wide. Stifter stepping forward. Stifter's going to come out with it. He's got shot right into the breadbasket of the goaltender from Litchfield. Step by Stifter, keeping it in his zone. Finner will chase after it. Litchfield, though, bouncing it forward, but kept in the zone. Nope. Abernathy, Stifter, shot, knocked down by Cole. Stifter turns right back into harm's way. Platt in there to help out a little bit. Litchfield with an opportunity, shot, knocked down by Cole. Kibler kicking it around is going to get up to Rashavi, who doesn't clear his zone, but they're just playing a little bit of father-son pass with each other. Platt, Litchfield coming the other way. Still Stifter and Abernathy. Drop pass from Litchfield. Second drop pass didn't connect. Now Kibler. And nets off the peg.
Don't want to score on yourself there, Mike.
No.
That is not ideal.
I don't necessarily think goalies are prepared for a drop pass to them.
Speaking of our goalies have been playing really well today. I mean,
Far.
Litchfield's had their looks. We've been pretty good at just weathering the storm in front, which is awesome to see as well.
Danny's line out there, so Hillesheim and Rashavi along with Moan and Hoffman. Picked up by Hoffman. He gets taken down. Had zero clue that he was going to have two coming in to take his feet. Knocked out of harm's way. Hillesheim over to Rashavi. Now Rashavi's got a step. Rashavi going quickly. He's going to get smoked. Well, still with the puck as Rashavi centering look towards Hillesheim. Hillesheim keeping it down low. Now Danny will chase it. Back towards Moan. Moan to Hillesheim. Centering look to Rashavi. Shot. Goal! Moan, Hillesheim, Rashavi. 5-hole.
Just love the puck movement there. Just being aggressive, just not panicking with the puck. We're just getting it to the center of the ice. Letting other forwards, other players find it. It's a good goal.
Benham, Schemenauer, Og. Moan, Hoffman. Og comes out with it. Just 3 minutes left in this second period. Big stretch pass. Litchfield able to catch it. Another toe drag. He was thinking about it so long, and Moan just stayed disciplined.
Yep.
Schemenauer. Now Og, Moan, gets it over to Benham. Offsides is the call on Schemen.
Yeah, no,
just a step.
To your point there, Mike, I think our defensemen are doing a good job of just keeping bodies in front. They're not panicking. They're not being too aggressive. Even with toe drags and things like that, it's going well.
Janky Orth out there now on defense. Og will chase it down. Og able to keep it in the neutral zone and goes ahead and tries to dump it, but right back to Litchfield. Right to Shimmy. Shimmy shake. Shot right into the glove.
That was a fortunate bounce for us.
Yeah. So Platt's line of Kibler and Finner out there, along with Orth and Janke. Platt into the corner. Janke will step. Janke pushes to the middle. Shot right there for Finner, but not able to find the back of the net, and now covered.
I just have not yet seen this year this type of net front presence by our team, which is both a positive thing to say, but also take what you want.
Platt towards Finner, shot, Kibler, goal. Again, just those battles right in front into the crease and being relentless thus far this morning.
Yeah, we're not being selfish. We're trying to get that puck to the middle of the ice in front of their net, and it's working.
You know, it's been kind of a strange week with the cold weather and everything. The boys haven't really had but maybe one on-ice practice this entire week, and that was at the beginning of the week, I think. So maybe they're just enjoying playing with each other and seeing each other.
Something's clicking, though, right? I mean, we had a practice on Tuesday. Our 6:15 a.m. practice on Friday was canceled because of the weather.
Platt's going to fire a shot, knock down almost some puck luck right to Finner. Stifter stepping in. Stifter goes down, kind of looking around like, did anybody else see that?
It's a tough spot where you're up 7-0.
Yeah. Kibler. And here comes Litchfield. Abernathy Stifter back, along with Platt. Shot, knocked down by Cole. Abernathy. Abernathy looking to skate the puck. Abernathy gonna skate the puck. Shot. What a glove save.
That was a great save there by Litchfield's goalie. That was wow. I mean, we saw that perfectly from where we're standing. If I'm Abernathy, I'm taking that shot too, and he had it.
Danny Hillesheim, Rashavi out there with Moan and Hoffman. Litchfield coming the other way. Moan intercepts it. Moan going to skate forward right away. Moan shot. Stick gets knocked and covered. So we'll try again. Danny. Hoffman pushing it forward towards Hillesheim. Litchfield comes out with it. Over towards Moan. Danny racing back to offer support. Shot wide of the net. Hoffman there. Hoffman changing directions. Hoffman to Moan. Hoffman slowing things down. Moan as well. Moan pushing it forward, but Litchfield able to put it back into the corner. Hoffman to Moan. Moan up the boards towards Rashavi. Just couldn't get it past the skate of Litchfield, who's going to fire low. Hoffman will have to race to it. Hoffman to Daney. Daney and a penalty right before the horn. We'll take it.
Before the horn.
So we'll be back in 1 minute on a power play opportunity as we start the third period. And now, I don't know. We'll be back. All right, we're back, and we're going to try to figure things out. Daney's going to the box, even though he got tripped. Maybe he said something.
Maybe that's really, I don't know.
That's the only thing. I can think of. That's his second trip to the sin bin today. That's not really his game. Here we go. Third period, Benham out there with Janke and Orth. Benham bounces forward, Shimmy. Schimmenauer. Oh, save. Og with an opportunity shot wide of the net. Good save from the goaltender, though. It's kind of a low rolling knuckle puck by the time it got to the goaltender. Stretch pass gets out to Litchfield, or slowing things down with Benham. Litchfield's still with it. Coming the other way, Benham. Puck's loose. Og comes out with it. Og using his boards, able to get it to Schimmenauer. Schimmenauer didn't get what he wanted on that, but uses his big frame to slow the advances of Litchfield down. Now Og picks it up. Og just goes ahead and dumps it forward. Schimmenauer races off. Orth races off. Stifter on with Janke. Finner out there as well. And Kibler. Back towards Stifter. Platt comes across ice to Finner. Finner going to race. Tries his centering look to Kibler, but puck gets knocked down. Platt. Don't think Platt really had the angle he was hoping for when he first got there.
Yeah, I don't think he saw number 6 on Litchfield coming up just sneakily behind him there.
Kibler back towards Finner. Finner coming back towards Abernathy, but way too hard. No icing since we sent it. Abernathy. Abernathy, big pass towards Finner, but intercepted. And gets thrown right back into Stifter. Stifter, Abernathy. Abernathy. Abernathy to Finner. Finner, wanted to go to Platt, but pass was pretty obvious where it was going. Abernathy. Abernathy. Abernathy shot, save. Now Hillesheim racing in to try to keep it in the zone. It's at his feet. He doesn't see it. Platt bounces it back towards Abernathy, who goes right off of his Platt shitties. And Platt's telling him a little something on the way off the ice. Centering look, but nobody was there as we were on a line change. Litchfield coming the other way. Picked up by Hillesheim. Hoffman and Stifter out there defensively currently. A lot of bodies on the ice for Litchfield there, but no whistle.
Could have been.
Rashavi tries to sneak in there. Stifter off, Moan on. Hoffman will race back for it. Hoffman. Hoffman to Moan to Benham. Benham's got Rashavi going with him. Eventually finds its way towards Rashavi, but Litchfield coming the other way. Quick attack against Moan and Hoffman. For the moment, it's not done yet. Moan and Hoffman, good team defense and good stick from Moan. Moan bouncing it forward towards Benham, who's going to go ahead and dump it. Moan will chase after it. Schimmenauer back onto the ice, as well as Og. And now Platt there as well. Back towards Hoffman, who kicks it to Og. Og up towards Platt. Platt across the red line. Comes back towards Moan. Moan to Hoffman. Hoffman to Platt. Platt trying to get that angle. Platt centering look gets eaten up. Hoffman off, Janke on with Moan. Back towards Schimmenauer. Schimmenauer's shot bounces. It's right in there. Goes back. It's right at the feet. Nobody can find it. Platt takes a seat. Janke keeping in the zone. Moan races off. Is going to allow Orth to come on. Schimmenauer gets a little hug into the boards. Schimmenauer coming through with things. Schimmenauer tried to sneak one into Og, but hits the shitties of the Litchfield defender. Schimmenauer doesn't know there's someone behind him, so his stick gets eaten up, but he's not done. Platt, and now Schimmenauer's going to go to the box for a hooking.
Yeah, we got to be careful here with some of these late game penalties. I mean, I think Litchfield is going to feel the frustration.
I guess we got a running clock going on.
Litchfield's going to feel the frustration. Let's not be a part of it. Let's not match it. Let's keep an eye on that scoreboard.
So the Wildcats on another penalty kill. Them trying to fix the clock instead of racing it down. Unable to get there in time. I keep forgetting we got a running clock. That should make my life easier. Here we go the other way.
You're doing a great job, Mike.
I'm trying. Well, I give mad props to Mr. Ogg when he's here doing the camera. He doesn't have to say much, but Orth racing forward quickly. He doesn't have to say much, but it takes a lot just to run this camera. And Litchfield going to the box.
Interference.
So 4-on-4 hockey, that'll really open things up for Stifter, Abernathy, Daney, and Hillesheim. Good luck, Litchfield.
Oof. No joke. A lot of speed, a lot of strength on this line. Man.
And Litchfield putting out one of their smaller lines. They got some big kids.
They do got some big kids.
Litchfield wins the draw. Hillesheim goes ahead and dumps it. Rishavi out there now, so back up a man. Rishavi puts one down low. And no goal, Daney. I feel like when Rishavi went behind the net, back towards Abernathy, shot, knocked down. And net's off its peg. I feel like when Rishavi went around the net back there, he looked down and the puck was resting on his blade, and he for a split second thought Michigan opportunity.
Man.
But then I think it fell off. But for a split second, I think he looked down and he was like, oh my gosh.
I don't want to give away any insider information, but he's definitely practiced in the backyard this winter.
Back to Hillesheim, to Stifter. Stifter fires low. Oh, deflection, but goes wide by Daney. 22 seconds of this power play opportunity for the Wildcats. Stifter comes across towards Abernathy. Abernathy fires. Blocker save into the corner. Rishavi tried to go back to Abernathy, but it ends up to Stifter. Stifter changing directions. Cross ice towards Abernathy. Unfortunate that it was behind him. Abernathy, toe drag, and he missed it. Schemenauer slowing it down. Good back check from Daney. Daney's got Abernathy as well. Daney to Abernathy, just a little too late.
The right idea.
Bouncing forward. Ogg out there as well with Stifter currently. And an opportunity for Litchfield. So far, so good. Ogg keeping it wide. Ogg to Benham. Good catch from Benham. Benham fires. Save. Back towards Schemenauer. Schemenauer, Ogg. Benham. Shot. Save. Wow.
Good puck movement again.
Benham, Schemenauer, Ogg. Moen, Hoffman. Come back towards Hoffman. Hoffman trying to get to Schemenauer, but Litchfield's going to go ahead and dump it. Back towards Moen, who's going to come back towards Hoffman. Schemenauer decides to say hello to the ice. Up, getting around is Litchfield. Moen, shot, save, Cole. Moen up off the boards towards Hoffman. Hoffman to Schemenauer. Schemenauer's got Ogg streaking, but is going to try to find Benham. Good step from Moen. Moen going forward with it. Moen getting a little push from behind. Ogg gets lost at his feet, and now Benham back defensively, keeping it in the zone for the moment. Platt Kibler on. Hoffman, Moen. Shot, saved. Hoffman out of harm's way. Platt Bounces it towards Kibler. Litchfield comes with it. Hoffman battling hard. Pushes it to Finner. Try to find a crashing Platt. Ends up with Kibler for the moment. He's got Platt. Just too much in front of Platt. Just under 5 minutes to go. Hoffman off, Janke on. Moan looking for his opportunity. He's going to have it, and that'll allow Orth to come on. Orth, right off the bat, says, I'll take it. Orth using his boards and speeds gets checked, and the Wildcats will have a power play opportunity.
That was absolutely a check. Very unnecessary on Litchfield's part, but we'll take it. And I was going to say, Mike, these are the kind of games before a big tournament next weekend that can help lift our spirits and give us some more confidence going in. That'll be a fun weekend. But this is definitely going to be something they can take into the locker room and be happy with.
Oh, we got to get through Tonka tomorrow, too.
What? No comment. No comment.
Platt, Kibler, Fenner, Orth, Janke. Platt towards Janke. Not going to be kept it in the zone. He goes down towards Kibler, but gets eaten up by Litchfield. And out we go towards Orth. Orth to Finner. Finner to Platt. Platt shot. Glove save.
Great shot to take there. Looked like he had a window there for a minute.
Stifter Abernathy coming on defensively with Daney, Rishavi, Hillesheim. Daney. Stifter back towards Rishavi, who pushes it towards Daney. Centering look to Hillesheim. Oh, what a kick save from the goaltender. Back into the corner to Daney. Daney's going to come back to Stifter. Stifter could skate forward and try to get one. Goes low and wide. Hillesheim, Abernathy. Abernathy back into the corner. Back behind the net is Daney. Daney towards Abernathy. Squeaks by him, and Stifter will have to chase it down. Stifter to Abernathy. Abernathy goes high towards Hillesheim, who's got Daney going with him. He finds Daney. Daney with the shot, and hit up by the stick of the goaltender up and over. Back to Daney. Daney to Stifter. Stifter fires, deflection, and goal by Daney. Right. Stifter to Daney, and just enough of a stick to deflect it into the goaltender that was sliding one way and the puck went the other.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, goalie made the right move with these deflections down low like that. They can catch anybody off guard. The puck movement that we're seeing right now is awesome. It's fun to watch him play.
Benham, Schemenauer, Og, Hoffman, Moan, with about 90 seconds left to go. Schemenauer picks it up. Schemenauer drops one in. Crash. Benham was there, but Litchfield there first. Good back check. Back to Moan. Moan changing direction, loses an edge, leaves Hoffman on an island. Benham back as well to help. Benham. Litchfield comes out with it. Moan and Og sweep it out of harm's way for the moment, but Litchfield picks it up. Shot, knocked down by Cole. Moan trying to get up high and out of the zone. Not able to do so. Shot, Moan. Bounces it towards Schemenauer. Shot, and kick to the side for Hoffman. You know, with a running clock, an icing would be just fine.
I would be fine with that too, Mike.
Out of the zone by Hoffman. And offsides.
Apparently, according to two of our viewers, I'm doing a really good job, Mike.
Oh, that's good. That's good. First day on the job and already getting compliments.
Look at that.
I've been doing this for 3 years.
Look at that.
Getting phone-in compliments. Kibler trying to race through out there. Janke and Orth. Finner He's got Kibler. Bounces back towards Orth. He gets around 1 and 2. Shot from Kibler. Shot goes right into the chest of the goaltender. And that is the end of the game. And at the end of the game, the Wildcats 8, Litchfield Dassel Cokato 0. Well, pretty good hockey day for the Wildcats.
Great way to start off Hockey Day in Minnesota.
I'm glad we're indoors.
Agreed.
I'm glad we're indoors.
I would not want to be at Hastings right now.
So, good result from the boys. Hopefully they can kind of talk about, you mentioned several things about the style of play and that. Granted, Litchfield is maybe a little slower team, able to do a little bit more with a slower team. But still, it was good. It was good hockey.
It was good hockey, and it was the structure of the game. Our players were positionally sound. We were aggressive in front of the net. We were getting shots from the D. These are things we want to see consistently, even against good teams. So I think, going into the locker room, this is what you want to watch on tape.
So thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We'll send out a Facebook reminder of our game tomorrow where we host Minnetonka and Waconia. And back to District 6 play tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday. If you're going to the Wild game, keep your eyes out for Little Hoffman. He'll be out on the ice with the Minnesota Wild before the game starts doing the national anthem with the NHLers. So we've got a Waconia connection to tonight's NHL game with the Wild and Florida Panthers.
100%. I won't be there, but I will be watching. Guarantee that.
Have a great one, everybody.